Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. So we're starting today. I already have my base makeup on. I have my foundation, my concealer, all my liquids. I have my liquid contour and bronzer, my blush. I've done my eyebrows. And the reason for that is I picked up during the Sephora VIB sale, I picked up this palette. And I wanted to do two looks with you guys using this palette. This is the Huda Beauty Naughty Nudes palette. I have opened it and swatched it. I haven't used it, but I did put it back in the carton so I could show you guys. Also, let me know if this view is too close. I've yet again moved the camera a little bit closer for when I'm doing makeup looks. I want to make sure that I get you guys close enough that you can see. So this comes in this plastic clear packaging, and then on the other side it has the ingredients. This palette has several different finishes in it, and we'll talk about that in just a second. Then if you are familiar with Huda's packaging, it is the plastic, looks like a regular palette, but it's the plastic packaging. It's clear, but it does have a color to it. So, this is the Naughty Nude, and I think, from what I understand, this is her handwriting in Naughty. So, when you open the palette up, and like I said, I have swatched this, so you're going to see that, but I haven't used it. So, when you open it up, this is what the colors look like. They are gorgeous. And you can see all the different finishes in this palette. So, it says, right here on the back, that there are 18 eyeshadows in 5 ready-to-layer textures, 8 velvety soft, powerfully pigmented mattes, 5 high-shine buttery metallics, 3 multi-reflective shimmer cream marbles, 1 matte cream marble, and 1 sheer pearly gloss hybrid. So that is this shade down here. It doesn't really do anything. It's just like a gloss. I think what I'm going to do with that, because it doesn't put off any kind of pigment. Sorry, I've got lipstick swatches. I think I might try one eye with this as a base and see how that goes. It may crease. I don't know. But we're going to try to do some looks. I know I want to use this color. It is gorgeous. Just the reflection on that. Just look at all the different dimensions of that color. I just can't even stand it. It's so pretty. So, I thought that's what we would do today. I'm going to try to find my makeup base here. Or my eyeshadow base. I'm going to use Revolution Prime and Lock. I love this. This is one of my favorite eye primers. So, I like to do that. And if I'm looking off to the side right here, I've got a mirror. That's why. So I can see what's going on. I think I'm going to go into my face powder to set my lid, because I don't really see a color in there that I feel comfortable setting my lid with. So I'm just going to use this e.l.f. blotting powder to set it. Any kind of powder that's translucent or close to your skin color is fine to set your eyelids. Some people prefer not to set their eyelids. It really just depends on what kind of product I'm using and what kind of look I'm going for. Of course, if you set your lids, it's going to be a lot smoother for your eyeshadow application. But if you don't set your lids, it's better for packing on the pigment and then blending it out. So it really just depends on you and what you want to do. So I've got my makeup brushes behind me. Let me get those. Get my little clean off rag. And my brush cleaner, which is almost down to its very last. Okay. So I think I'm going to go in my transition with, hold on a second, I'll tell you. Okay, I was cleaning that brush off. I think I'm going to go into my transition with this Filthy shade right here. It's called Filthy. It's just a matte, and I'm using a Luxie 250 large eye blending brush. It's a very light color, so that's a good transition shade. I've got a lot of Huda's little 9-pan palettes, but this is the first big palette of hers that I have purchased. I do have some dupes for her other palettes that are the bigger palettes like this, but I don't have any personally of her original ones. But I do like her 9-pan palettes. The shadows are always so beautiful and easy to blend and work with. And so far, I like this one pretty good too. I like that color. That's a really pretty color. Okay. So now I'm going to go in. I don't know what I'm going to do, so bear with me. Is my camera dropping on us there? Does it seem? I may have to tighten that up. So now I'm going to go in with the AOA Studio 127 brush. And I think I'm going to go into Hypnotic right here. And just start darkening that crease up a little bit at a time. Also, it gives me time to figure out what it is I want to do. Yeah, that works so well into that other color. Just beautifully. Okay. Now I think I'm going to start working on deepening up this look just a little bit. And I'm going to go in with the AOA Studio 128 brush. And I am going to go into Naughty down here at the bottom. I just love these colors. They are so beautiful. I'm just going to put this lower and concentrate that more directly into my crease. And then blow it out a little bit. Get a touch more of that on the end out here. Oh, that is so pretty. Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving? I did. It was wonderful. Have you started your Christmas shopping yet? I thankfully have mine pretty much done. I'm waiting on a couple of things to come in. And I still have to pick up maybe one or two things. But other than that, it is pretty much done. It is under the tree, and I am ready to go. I'm one of these people that I always like to try to get ready and be ready to go by Black Friday. It just takes the stress out of everything. So I usually try to figure out what it is I'm going to get everybody, have a plan of attack ready for Black Friday, and get it all done that day. I've done that for a few years now. So now I'm going to go back into that E127 brush that we had that last color on and just blend that out a little bit so there's no harsh lines. And now I'm going to take an old makeup swab, you know, one of the OG. This is, let me see if I can figure out where this needs to be tightened up at, because it's going to drive me crazy. Let's see if it stays. Okay. So when my nails are long, like they are right now, it's hard to go in with your finger. So I like to use one of the old makeup tips that come with your palettes, or used to. And I'm going to go into this color Passion right here. I'm just going to swirl my brush around in there and start putting that on my lid. Generally, these will work just like your finger. Very few shadows have I found that they don't work like your finger. That color is so beautiful. I love that. I am getting some fallout with that one. But that's okay. It brushed away very easy. And like I said, I hadn't even powdered my face yet. So that was dry. That went on dry. So I'm going to try now just to wet my brush, or my little sponge applicator, a little bit with some Max Fix Plus and see how this goes. Oh yeah, that really foiled it a lot more. It sure did. Okay, so now I'm going to lift my camera back up again. Before we do the next look, I will figure that out. Okay. I tried to tighten it up. Let's see if it will stay now. Okay, so that did work. Wetting that brush, it caused it to be more foiled on the eye. And it does help with fallout. So, I think I'm just going to go straight in wet on the other eye. That is just such a pretty color. Okay, so now I think I want to take this color Provocative right here. And I did pick it up with my finger. And I'm just going to stamp that right in the center of this lid. Oh, that looks so good. I just brought a little bit more of that purple mauviness into that bluish look. I like that a lot. Okay, so now I'm going to take a little pencil brush, if I can find the one that I want. Okay, and this is I know it's a Luxie, but I can't, there's no name on it. I'm pretty sure it's a Luxie brush. It just looks like this. And I'm going to go in with that passion color, the one that we put all over the lid. And I'm going to use it just a little bit wet. And go right under the lash line with it. Bring it about halfway down in. I like that. Now the other eye. That's so pretty. And then I think I will take this pure brush. It's a pure P70. And I'm going to go in with that first shade that we put down on our transition, Filthy. And we're just going to blow that out. I like that. I don't know why my nose is itching off, but it is. Okay. So I think for eyeliner, I'm just going to go in with, if I can find it, there you are. I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury eyeliner in Walk of No Shame. I think this will go good with the look. I'm just going to go right in my eye right here and go front to back. I like that. And then for mascara, I've got a new one to try as well. I'm not going to curl and all that good stuff because I'm fixing to do another look. So this is going to come right back off. But I picked up the NARS 100% Extreme. I think this is the Climax, Extreme Climax mascara. So I wanted to try this out with you guys too. The wand looks like this. I don't know why I always have to smell mascaras. I like the way they smell. They all pretty much smell the same. So I'm just going to go in. Oh, wow. I'm not even done with my first application. And I can tell you that this mascara is different from any other mascara I have tried. Can you see that volume and that separation? That is amazing. Wow. It feels like it's a very wet formula, which I typically don't like a really, really wet formula. I appreciate the application of a drier mascara, but drier mascaras tend to run out a lot faster too. So for the price you pay for this, I would much rather it be a wetter so that it will last longer. I have heard people complain about this being a messier mascara upon application because of the wand. I did get a little bit right there, but I mean, it comes off really easily, but I cannot believe what this has done for my lashes. I mean, wow. I don't know what else to say. So this is look number 1 that I got with the Huda Beauty palette. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me do this and enjoyed the end results. So now I'm going to take this eye makeup off and I will be right back and we will do the second look and then we'll finish up my complete face, okay? Okay, guys, so I'm back with a fresh face, or not a fresh face, but I took my eye makeup off and reapplied my foundation and stuff. So now, where we're going to start is a little bit different from where we started a minute ago. I want to go in with this slippery shade and use it as my base and see how that works. So I'm going to go in with this AOA 122. It's just a flat brush. And I'm going to pick up some of this slippery shade right here. And I'm going to apply that to my eye. Okay. And I'll tell you, if you didn't want to just use it as a base, you could probably put it underneath a shimmer and make a shimmer pop too. We might try that with this look as well. Okay, so I've got that. So just like my other base, I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. powder and set that down. It does give a little bit of a pink color, but not very much. So I'm going to set that. And we'll see how it does during application. Okay. So I think this time I'm going to go in with that Hypnotic color right there. I'm going to do that one in my crease. Okay. Is it cold where you guys are? It finally got pretty cold here where I'm at in Tennessee. We got some snow. It's been fairly warm for the season so far, but I think it's going to warm back up. But it was supposed to have gotten down into 17 last night, which is pretty cold for here. Let's see. Now I'm going to go in with this AOA 127. And I'm going to pick up Arouse. And I'm going to deepen up that crease a little bit. Oh, that is a beautiful color. Oh. That's really not what I was expecting it to look like on the lid, but wow, that's beautiful. These just blend out so effortlessly. Look how pretty. Oh, I just love makeup. It's just so pretty. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a smaller brush. If I can find the one that I'm wanting. This will do. This is the Smoky Crease E201 from Urban Decay. And I'm going to go in with Spicy right here, right next to that color that we just used. And I'm going to put that on the lid and going up into the crease a little bit right there. I'm just stamping that right there. Then once I get most of the pigment on the lid, I'm going to start running that into the crease just a little bit. Just to blend a wash of that. And then I'm going to go back with a little bit more on my brush and make sure that color is really deposited right there on that outer corner. Okay, I'm going to do the same with this eye. Okay, that base is causing it to gather up kind of funny right there. You see how that's kind of making those creases along through there? I'll see if I can blend those out. But I feel like it's kind of sticking right there. Okay. Now, excuse me. Now I'm going to take this smudger brush 402 from Moda Brushes. And I'm going to pick up Irresistible. This shade is so pretty. And I'm going to first try this shade dry. It's not really made to be picked up with a brush. Huda's shades like this are made to go on with your finger. I mean, it's still doing pretty good with this brush, but not as good as it would do if you were picking it up with your finger. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back over that little glossy shade, Slippery, with my little flat brush. And I'm just going to pop that right in that corner where I'm going to put that shimmer shade. And I'm going to go back with my little Moda brush here and pick that up. And then pop that on and see if it locks it in. It does. It grabs that shimmer. So that worked. So do the exact same thing on this eye. So we went in dry first. Now we're going to go back in with slippery. Get that all over that section of the eye, so that that shimmer will have something to grab onto. That's good. I'm going to try to get some on my finger here and just see what that, the finger application is the way to go. Do y'all see the difference? Oh. Wow, just look at that. How pretty that is. I just love these palettes, or this palette. Now I'm going to blend out all this so that it's not looking all awful. This is a good tip for you guys. Get you a really dense flat brush and use that to blend your shadow out around the edges. And as you see, it's really fast and it just blends so easily. Okay, so now I need to go in with my bottom lash line here. Okay, I'm going to use this Lavish pencil. I'm not sure where I got this, but I'm going to use that spicy color that we used on the outer corner of the eye and bring that in the outer edge of the lower lash line. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to take my AOA E132 and I'm going to go back and forth between this shade and this shade and just dot, 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 dot. Knock the excess off. And then buff that out. Okay. Now, I'm going to use my Dior highlight palette. And I'm going to highlight my inner corner. I'm going to use this shade right down here in the corner. Highlight my brow bone. curl my eyelashes. And let's go back in with that mascara. I don't like the way it sometimes wants to clump those up right there. So what I think I'm going to do is go in with a separate one that will be separating. Just to separate that, and I don't like the way that does on my bottom lashes. So I'm going to use, every one I grab is not correct. I'm going to use my Ciate triple shot. It's got a really skinny wand on it, so it's easy to get it to do what you want it to do. And I love this mascara. It's one of those dryer formulas like I was talking about. And that skinny wand makes it easier for my lower lashes because I don't hardly have any. Okay. That is just amazing how that mascara does. All right. So that is the 2 eye looks done. I hope you like the eye looks that we got. I think my favorite is this last one. I thought it was going to be that other one because I loved that one shade so much, but I actually love this shade, or this inner corner shade, and I love all the shades that we used for this eye. I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I'm going to come back and do my favorites video, which you will have seen first. Before you've seen this one, sorry, my mirror is right in y'all's way. But thank you guys for coming and joining me in using this palette for the first time. I have a couple of other palettes that we're going to try out and do a couple of looks with. Let me know if you would rather just see one look or if you like these 2 looks, 1 palette situation. So let me know, and let me know how you like the closer camera yet again, now that I finally got it to stay straight. All right, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. God bless.